Hello. If you want to support us here at The Contemporary Gentleman, you can buy into our Spy series, links below. And depending on when this was recorded, we may or may not have an Instagram and or Patreon. If we do, links are below. Cheers. Hello everyone, James Donaldson here with The Contemporary Gentleman, and I'm doing a video just on some more gear. I've been meaning to do some of these videos for a while, and so just basically doing a shout out and talking about some of the gear that I've used in my work with the Army. And a lot of this gear is old. I've had it for a long time, so I feel like it's kind of earned its shout out or its rep or street cred, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so this one is specifically on my 511 Rush 12 Assault Pack. I actually like the issue Assault Pack for the most part, other than just doesn't have shit for pouches. That's my only complaint. Otherwise, I like the durability, I like the size, all that. This is very similar in size, maybe arguably smaller in overall footprint. But what's interesting is I feel like both Assault Packs can pack an incredible amount more than what they look like they can pack. And that's definitely the case. I will also disclose, as I said, I've had this a long time, well before I've had a YouTube channel. So I got all this with my own money. But the other thing to keep in mind is I avoid buying anything from 511. So the fact that I have bought and have very much liked a 511 product, this basically means it's the most unbiased review anyone's ever done in the world in time. So, and the reason I don't care for 511 is it just screams contractor, or I want to look like I'm a contractor and I've actually never been in the Army or let alone been a contractor, or it says I'm a private and I just want non-TA50 gear. Doesn't say that last one as much as like Condor does, right? But still it is there. So I work very hard to never buy 511 gear, and I usually don't have to, but nothing was checking my boxes except this bag. And I actually bought a tacticalgear.com cheaper version to try out the configuration, and when it worked so well I went ahead and spent the money on the 511 version. So yep, keep carabiner on top. Just you know, you never know when you need to secure this bag inside a vehicle or elsewhere. It does have little straps here, openings for hydration. I really don't run hydration on the Assault Pack, just personal preference. Then on the sides I've got Cry emitter pouch, or 152 pouch rather. Basically this holds large monsters, is the primary use for it. But it can hold a magazine. So going from there, I've got an RTI deal right here, and so I actually have my iPro case for Oakley. I've got an RTI mount on that, and so if I'm needing to make some space in here, I can move this to the outside and attach it to the RTI place right here. Now I've created a bunch of space on the inside. For travel and stuff, I want less snag point, or I just don't need to save space on the inside. Come on now. Pop it right back inside, no sweat. So this is a Blue Force Gear boo-boo pouch. I want to kind of utilize it to see about putting boo-boo kit in it, or just using it for other stuff. So right now it holds my ear pro, just keeps it on the outside, easy to get to. This bag is primarily used for the range. Now, it was configured differently when I had it overseas. That said, even in training, so not on the range, but like doing, notional missions, things like that. LARPing, basically, professionally for the government. I can leave some of this configured the same because, it's not worth it to change it, or, I still might need ear pro, depending on what we're doing. So, and then of course it's got a big old pouch right here. There are differences between this and the Tactical Gear version, by the way. So it's got a couple compartments right here, a tourniquet, foot powder, of course PT belts, can't have too many of those, a bunch of 550 cord, deck of cards, so it's got a lot of little pouches and places I can store things right there. Big fan of that. And on this side, on kind of toward the bottom, I've got a Cry GP pouch. I don't remember which one, but I like it. And then I have another RTI system right here. Something's cool and a lot of people are interested in. I get questions about is so RTI link right there. And so my Nalgene is actually in a harness from Tactical Tailor, and I used one of the G-code adapters for Molly. And so actually this can run a lot of places. When I was talking about my belt and I had an RTI attachment on the side where I could run HSGI tacos for a Gerber and a flashlight, sometimes I pop those off, I put them on another spot, I could put this on me. So this can obviously go in different places around the bag depending on what I'm doing, but very much a fan of running this Nalgene like this. Yes, it's an H&K Nalgene, so it costs way, 2 or 3 times more than what a normal Nalgene costs. But at least it says H&K on it, right? So that is about it. One thing I do is I try to use the Molly that is on bags. You know, I don't want to just, if I'm going to buy a bag and not use the Molly on it, then I'm not going to use the Molly, and I'll probably get a bag without the Molly. But in this scenario, I actually wanted to take advantage of the Molly panels and add some stuff, so I did. As I said, big fan of Cry GP pouches, and of course RTI system. And the bag itself has ran great. So a little more on the bag. As I said, you can pack a ton in there. I kind of have standard things I always have in there, that things that didn't even change when I went overseas. This bag did go outside the vehicle with me at least once. Not sure about other times, but for my job, I'm near in a vehicle very often, so this basically stayed in the vehicle. But some of the features it has is like the buckles for these straps here. So not just with the carabiner, but with these straps. We are very serious about rollovers, especially because our job is dealing with explosives. So rollover due to explosive on a small road is a real danger. It's a real possibility. So tying down your gear and everything is important. Now this I'm able to tie down, not really tying it, but I am securing it. But I'm also able to unsecure it very fast, be able to put it on me. So just some of the features that this bag has, I've really come to like. Most of the features I knew about and bought this bag because of them, but some of the other ones have kind of shown themselves. And I do always forget there's a document pouch or plate pouch or hydration pouch right here. And I basically just cram documents in there and other bullshit that I run into when I'm out and about on doing reserve things. So yeah, please, any questions in the comments or anything? I'm not sure where else to go. Oh, another thing is I love this pouch up here. You can just jam your headlamp and pocket knife and whatever else you got going on right in that little pouch. It's easy to get to, especially sunglasses, things like that. So that was one of the things that really actually drew me to the design, was that little pouch right there, accessory pouch. So probably my favorite feature, actually, the whole bag. So anyway, this has been James Donaldson with the Contemporary Gentleman, and this is my Salt Pack.